opportunities for if you have dual?
If
One for
you
the
have-
seller, one for the buyer?
I would, yeah, because you want it to track correctly in
Can you
Command.
share the files between the two of them? Like maybe the
Yeah.
listing, the contract?
You know,
First
early on,
contract?
we had some pain points around that, but I don't see why you couldn't. Just load up all your contacts like on the list side,
Mhm.
and then what you needed over on the buy side, just load up what you need over there and just say refer to both, because I'm bookending this deal, right?
Okay.
So, but whoever your broker is would be the one to ask. But actually, commissions on both sides
Mhm.
would want to be set up because you want it to report correctly in Command. So,
Okay.
Could you just add a new contact, like a random?
yep, I'll do a Barney Rubble. I love Barney Rubble.
I guess they must want a stone house now,
It's a new phase condo.
right?
And he's a 808-555-5555. And that's good enough, Barney. Search Barney. This blocks things, so you have to click away from it, and then
Oh.
there's Barney,
Wow.
right?
Got it.
Huh.
So it would be nice if that popped down and then had a timer on it.
Slice out, yeah.
So Barney's in here, we're gonna create an opportunity for Barney. He's going to be I don't have a team, but you could select a team there. He's an opportunity, he's gonna be a buyer, Barney the buyer. No co-buyer, estimated close date. You can see anything with the red asterisk are
Mhm.
things you're gonna have to fill out. If it doesn't have a red asterisk, you don't have to. If Barney's paying full price. Wise man built his house upon the rocks, so he's buying a stone house, so, no. And the farthest you can put somebody in an opportunity when you create it is active.
Okay.
And I'll explain that, once we get to it, but we're gonna create the opportunity. He's got one, so we're gonna go back over into opportunities and find him. He's in the active phase. So there's one here, buyer, active. And there's Barney there.
I see.
So he's in the active, but he's under cultivate, and I want him to go basically under contract, so I can actually load him up there, right?
Oh, okay. Just slide them
But
on top.
here's the thing I wanna show you, is right here, you can archive the opportunity, right? If you go past the active phase into under contract, there's some kind of a weird invisible gate there, right? Now all I can do is view details, I can't archive. So, in order to get that to archive, you'd have to move him
Going
back
back.
before,
Before.
yeah,
under
or
contract.
into active, yeah.
Okay,
So, he's there, we're gonna take a look at his details, and here I could set up his profile. This is new. This is new, I don't know what this is, I haven't seen this yet. Client must be associated with your app. Why? Okay, I don't know what that is, so don't ask.
We didn't see it.
Yeah,
What was that again, Robert?
yeah, I don't know.
Could you go over that one more time?
Yeah, please. No, let's go back to that. Why don't we? No. Start a transaction.
Mhm.
So this is gonna start. No, I forgot the B. I want my email. I don't know if it wanted my email or my username. Oh, I was right. Okay. So with Command, you have access to DocuSign's rooms.
Hmm.
This brings me to another point. You have to go into settings and set up your DocuSign rooms.
First.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so when they get their Scott Leroy thing, they have the DocuSign account set up, but they don't have it connected in
In Command.
Command.
Command, okay.
So But make sure
You
they
need to
use
go
the one from
under
Scott
apps
Leroy
then.
and not the one they used to have before.
Yeah, we'll go here, and I'll go, pretend we're not there.
Well,
You go under settings,
settings.
and then in that main screen of settings,
Is it the first
Won't
one?
be all the apps.
yeah, and
Twilio
DocuSign will be there,
DocuSign.
yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. Edit command. DocuSign.
So how come they still have MailChimp in there?
They're doing a slow roll
Cause
on
they're
what's-
still national.
Yeah, so anything that goes out in your campaigns, or anything that goes out in smart plans, right now is going out through command mail. Monthly neighborhood nurture is going out through command mail. But they haven't quite turned it off yet, for whatever reason, I don't know. But you do need to have it still connected, even to use the command mail. It won't let you get forward past it
Mhm.
without turning that on. I've seen that same bug.
Okay.
So I would look for a fix for that coming soon, because they wanna get away from MailChimp.
Are they gonna use Constant Contact?
MailChimp. No, they actually, it's called, remember the monthly neighborhood nurtures? We would send those out, and that
Mhm.
would go through something called MailJet.
Right.
Yep. And now we were gonna partner with MailJet for everything in command. But when MailGun heard about MailJet getting all the business, MailGun came in and bought MailJet. Screwed up all of our contracts. So we had to recontract through MailGun. We apparently paid some extra money, and now it's called Command Email. So they've hidden that name. Like when we go to designs, we actually go to an Australian company called WeBrand, right? So they just kinda, it's called Command Mail now, yeah. Getting lost, hold on, we want to, well, in your document, this is where you will add your documents. I'm trying to think. Might have to go back. Oops. Cause I wanna see the index, so we've started the rooms, right? Here we go, okay. So once you've opened a transaction, you'll be able to see, this is the highlighted consultation, under contract, and closed portions, right? So there are placement holders. I've had people say, well, all I see is broker's agreement and buyer's disclosure. Well, that's true, until you click on under contract, and then you see addendum, or addenda, short sale, FHA, you can go there, and then this doesn't look like all the contract pieces, right? You still need F1 or J1, all that kind of stuff. Under closed, you'll see all your contract pieces where you would attach your documentation there. Once you've attached the documentation, right now I can't do anything send to MC until I put a file in there.
Okay.
Once I put a file in, I can send that to the MC. But if there's nothing to send, it's not gonna light up. So if I take,
That's for under close.
yeah, if I say, well, even under consultation, if buyer broker agreement, if I add a file and I go, okay, well, I know I got it somewhere else, I have it signed, I'm just gonna go to my desktop and get it. Downloads, I'm gonna say, okay, that's not huge. Open, assign it, done. It's there, now the submit to MC lights up. If I say submit to MC, Brenna is gonna get a opportunity that says rubble buyer, you probably have a lot of those.
Okay.
That says, okay, I need to look at this and see if it's okay. Or the broker is gonna get it too. So,
The documents for review.
for review, yeah.
Okay.
How did it know what broker it's going to?
You can message, this is gonna come to the market center. So right now, all the brokers have access into Command MC, so they have to fish through everything there and filter it out.
Okay.
What you can do is you can type a message,
Gotcha.
just use an @ symbol, and all of the brokers will come up.
Gotcha.
So So I wanna send this to Keone
So,
and
so
then
they
just
know
say,
which
hey,
one
take
to
a look at
at.
this, yeah.
Gotcha. They can just know everything else.
Keone will get a notification up here, he'll look at it, and it'll take him right to that deal so we can look at it.
Okay. Is that tied into the phone also? Will they get an SMS?
Kelly will likely ping him.
Okay.
I've not been on the brokerage side, so I haven't seen how that comes through, but yeah, I would assume, yeah.
But notification would, only if they're logged on to command till they get that notification.
Kelly works no matter what, so
Mhm.
if it comes through to command and, like, I'm not logged into command when somebody searches my website,
Mhm.
I get a notification in Kelly that, you know, I've got somebody who loaded my app, or,
Mhm.
so I'll get those outside of being logged into command.
Okay. Will they get an email?
I don't think they'll get an email, this is just notifications inside, yeah.
Inside command, okay. So what works best for the PICs to review that?
I would talk to your,
Call 'em up?
I would talk to your BIC and say, how do you wanna do this? Would you prefer messaging? Would you want me just to copy you on an email? Or do you want me just to send you a
Okay.
text on the phone? It really depends on the BIC, so.
Okay. Now, the document though that gets sent to the PIC, that's unsigned, that's for them to sign via DocuSign or?
Well, if we're talking about a review process, so
Mhm.
I send a buyer rep agreement that I have signed with my client, and I send it to Marion, my broker, and have her sign off on it, right? And then I put it back in, then that is okay to go to Brenna for review. I wouldn't send every piecemeal one in. You can load up a bunch of documents,
Mhm.
then send them for
So-
review. Otherwise, it's just a whole bunch of
Okay.
piecemeal
I'm
stuff.
just trying to get an idea of what the process is with KW. So you send all the documents outside of this to the BIC for review and signature?
You can do it in here.
You
They
can?
have access to it.
You send out rooms?
Yep,
Okay.
yep, they have access to it.
Gotcha.
So this is a preview of what you've seen, and I think the hard part for a lot of VICs now, where you couldn't get rid of this without scrolling all the way to the bottom. All you have to do is hit escape, so it goes away, right? So you go on to the next file and look at it. So inside of here, we'll create offers. So Barney wants to buy a house at $480,000. We'll put in an offer at $480,000. We'll split it up however we split it up. Once you create the offer, you have to accept the offer. As the agent, feels a little weird, you're accepting that offer because you're creating it, it's accepted. Once you accept the offer, the commission tab lights up
Mhm.
and shows you everything that, let me see if I have anything enclosed. There's one under contract. That's Rebel, that's why. It'll show you company dollar, it shows the splits, it automatically does it all for you. So this is where Green Sheets kind of gets retired at some point,
Mhm.
very soon, I hope. And then we go straight to online reporting in an instant. So, you know, sending all the roll-ups at the end of the month to whoever, they're already getting them. If we
Is
go.
it gonna be able to figure the GET different for Maui County and the Big Island?
Should.
Cool.
How does it know?
We have a thing called MC Angels that should be on task to do that, so.
Cool.
Yeah.
No, I'm not an
MC Angels work above the MCAs, right? So, yeah,
Yeah, they're like our go-tos.
Okay.
yeah.
So there's a bunch of them around the country behind the scenes.
Oh, there's a lot of hamsters on the wheels, yeah. Referrals network, I like the referral platform. So when you go to family reunion or you go out and you meet another agent, there is a QR code that you can use to swap information. It's not as important as wanting to find somebody in Oregon that is, so if we look at the map,
Yeah.
and I wanna sort it by production, I wanna look up. Zoom in. Come on, go to Oregon. You're gonna make me do that, aren't you?
Yes. Mhm. Missing in June.
So how do people, I have 24 in my network,
Those are
How
people
did
you
this-
scanned at,
that's what I thought.
Family Union, yeah.
But it says pending invitations, does that mean I have to, and send referral button, that's if I have a referral to send to them, or that I'm
Yes,
accepting?
send a referral, yeah.
So,
So
okay.
you have somebody moving off, so let's say we go, well, we'll start with Oregon. We go into Oregon, we start looking, and I want somebody in Portland, we'll say. It should, there we go. See all the buttons that come up? These are all the
Wow.
people that are in there, but I want somebody right in Portland, so I'm gonna keep zooming in. It spreads out all these dots. Downtown Portland, there's 10. That's where they're looking, downtown Portland. There's one here. Oh, I guess I've got Washington up there, I should put that out. Cause as you zoom in, it'll start to pull these people, and if you look down, you can like mark, you can see his production, 62 million. So if you wanna send it to a hot agent, you might wanna send it by production. So, sort by random, sort by buy-side leases, however you wanna do it.
Cool.
So, when people say, well, they contact the market center and they say, well, who do I send this? I have a client who's moving to Oregon, who do I send? I'm like, line of command.
Mm-hmm.
So
You
this
got
was,
better than somebody's white pages?
Right, yeah.
this was the problem with the Big Island, because
Yeah,
if you
okay.
go to the Big Island,
Yeah.
it doesn't,
So up here, if I look for, page 10, John. No agent.
Yeah.
Okay.
I looked kind of corner. It does show some spots there, but there are no
Sam
people.
come up, Sam Schaus.
Nothing.
yeah, cause he's production,
Ah,
it's Samuel, I think.
Maybe
But
it's
he-
filtering by the area you're in.
Yeah.
You're still in the air, like,
Oh,
it's-
maybe
Oh,
because of the area, yeah,
Yeah.
good call.
who you put Kona or Big Island.
Yeah, no agent show up there. I mean, you've got some dots there.
Oh, it's EL.
who are these dots? They should be people.
Yeah.
Wow.
Samuel spelled
Mhm.
EL.
Ah,
But there should be some names up there.
there should be.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Give me a
Nope.
red dot.
unless he's under
Well,
Sam.
If you don't put any name there, if you just do it by production in that area, it'll pull up a lot of people.
Yeah,
Oh, this is weird, cause the other day I
the
was doing it.
KW though. The KW Kauai.
Kauai or Honolulu team, right?
So it was showing, one guy from Honolulu, two from Kauai, and Sam Schaus was showing too. On Thursday or, and Teresa Fernandez, she was, but she was showing Kauai and now she's showing Kahului.
222. They're all two.
There's
there's
Sam.
an 8.
And
You see
there's-
Sam there?
Yeah, there's,
It's-
yeah.
I
He's
see,
coming
I
in.
have
So it's specific to
Teresa,
the area.
Julie, Bernadette, Sam, and Dennis all showed up when I typed in Kona.
And none of our agents are showing up. I think John's had a closing already. He's not showing up.
So this is that piece
So it's
that's
based
been
on
escalated.
production, so I try to do like,
Random or different types?
yeah, it didn't have
How about
random,
just
it
market
had,
centers? No
Did you
agents.
try market centers?
market, there's no
See?
market center over there,
Right.
so if I punched in, market center of Maui, I could
My
find the
network.
agents,
Network.
it was,
That's your network.
Yeah. I
Dan
didn't
was
see
really
upset.
anybody over there.
Yeah.
All right, yeah. I gotta talk to Zach before it gets too late over on the west coast, because that's, I was gonna talk to him during the tech ambassador, but we need to work through that. That needs to be fixed. If they can't find themselves, that would irritate me, so.
without,
Irritates everybody over there, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
it makes my phone ring, I'm like, I have no
Do they have
way to
trouble
fix
taking
you
this
with
thing?
that,
What's that?
Do they have a trouble?
no
taking
way to
this
fix that.
Did you call?
So right
They do.
now, it's just,
thing? Oh, is that spreadsheet they
that's
showed
just
earlier today?
internal
That's the escalation,
KW
that's the hot
referral
list only,
Okay.
that they're
right?
not really being a
Yeah.
part of,
So,
right? It doesn't
Right.
affect the consumer app doing a search, and it's just our internal KW RI referral network that's being affected by that.
That is.
Correct, yeah.
Yeah.
But there's also,
If people are over in Kansas and they got people flying to the Big Island, they're only, and they're in Keller Williams and they're only seeing those two agents are gonna be pretty busy. They don't have the rest, to choose from, so.
Yeah. But the production is based on production with KW.
yes,
Right,
Yeah, unless there's a workaround you can find where you can add, or agents can add their own production from previous companies, just so that they appear on the system.
So I was able to show with no production. I'm
Right.
an agent, but it doesn't you sort by production, you get the top list and the bottom list, so it should go
So it doesn't mean you
from-
don't show up at all
Right.
without production.
Right.
It just means you
Yeah.
show further
You
down.
should
the-
show, yeah.
so
Right
but
now,
if you just
you only show if you
mention,
have KW production.
if
if
you
you're a
just
new agent,
mention
just came
John
on,
Miller in Kona,
then
he's not
of
gonna
course
show
it's
up
gonna take a
because
few
he
months
has no
until you have
production there.
production.
No, but
And
he
his
does what
market
you just
center isn't
said,
there.
you'll show up
Right,
whether you
his
have
market
market
center
center or
is
not, you'll
here.
just be
Market
further
center's
down
the
the
part,
list.
right?
Well,
Yeah.
both.
You should be
So
showing
if he
all
sells
KW agents should
10
be
things
showing
in
up.
Kona,
Right.
I'm
Whether you have
imagining that he
production or
will
not, you're
appear,
just further down the list.
because
Okay.
the
Based
other
on
people that
production.
sell things in Kona, whether they're in Kauai, Maui, or Honolulu, are showing
Are
up
showing
there.
up.
So it's, I just told Dan to tell them all to sell a bunch of stuff, and then
Everybody sells the same house back and
sell,
forth, yeah.
sell a bunch of stuff, and you'll appear on the website. It didn't go over very well.
Smart plans. We'll go in and talk a little bit about smart plans. I'm gonna go back and see if campaigns is working yet.
Yeah, 15.
Looks like it's coming.
Yeah, says 15.
There we go. All right.
Okay, so you went to campaigns, not smart plans.
Yeah, I'm afraid to hit reports because if campaigns is up, maybe reports is up too. I wanted to show you the email. I'm gonna try. Email, this is the one where it spun and spun. People are sending out a lot of email. Goals, yeah, not yet. So inside of campaigns is where you'll send Facebook ads, that kind of stuff, right?
Mhm.
So you create a new campaign, you wanna do a social ad, paid,
Wait,
you
is
wanna
what
do
I'm
a
looking for, spec,
paid Google ad, just a
Wait,
social
Liz?
post.
Okay.
Reagan, this is
Um,
on the line, looking for a spec.
The neat thing about social post is you can schedule it out. You don't have to do it on that day. You can say, oh, I wanna do Monday, Wednesday, Friday, so I can schedule it out. Direct mail actually takes you through and allows you to hit certain spots on a map and say, and filter down past, let's see if I can go into direct mail. Attract buyers, default template provided. What I wanted to do with this, street address. Once you get into campaigns, you get all the way through setting up your ad and everything, and then it says targeting. You can look at a neighborhood, you can look at 5 houses on a street. You can take those 5 houses on the street and you can say, I only wanna see ones that sold after or before 2000, they bought before 2012, so you can pare it down that way.
7 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somewhere in that, and
7
it's
years.
pretty cool. It's,
Yeah.
Leave this, I don't wanna go all the way through it, but, direct mail campaigns, email campaigns in here go through command email. So if I was to do create a new campaign, and I said email, it wants me to add a list. So if I say add a list, I've gone through and created a list. What this requires for that list is MailChimp. That's the piece that's here. So if I didn't have MailChimp hooked up, it's gonna ask me to connect MailChimp.
Okay.
So
So emails needs MailChimp, not?
Right now, I mean, and it might change really fast, because they just announced command email, and they haven't really announced the rollout of it, other than people are using it.
Mhm.
And they're slowly, silently
Hmm.
pushing pieces through it.
But nothing will stop you from having to use MailChimp right now.
Not
It's
right now.
available.
No,
Okay.
yeah. So we did referrals, smart plans, let's get into smart plans, because that's where you're gonna send out stuff for your app, your consumer app, which is, yeah, I think it's neat. Rather than campaigns, I would put people on a smart plan. So, this is pretty easy, and I'll show you, one that I did, I created one, they just turned this on so you can create your own smart plan or workflow, right?
Mhm.
And the creation that I wanted to do, we'll create another one. It's gonna be a contact based on my contacts in command, and it's gonna be me manually adding them, so. Plan name, test. So this is your workflow over here, these are basically widgets, right?
Mhm.
So what I wanna do is I wanna do an email.
Mhm.
I'm gonna send everybody an email. In my command, I'm gonna say, this is simple email without HTML code, but if you choose HTML,
Mhm.
you get this browse library. Well, I don't have anything in my library. Well, they put something in for you. Come on, guys, don't do this to me. This is gonna be cool.
Mhm.
Mm.
It'll be cool one day.
Let me show you then what mine looks like, because I have one created, and it did work just yesterday. So I have 22 people on it right now testing it, and we'll take a look at it. So what it's going to do, any of these buttons next to smart plans,
Mhm.
you can click next to it and say, okay, this is what it's doing. It's sending an email, it's delaying one day, then it's gonna send a text. That's what it's gonna send. The inside the curly braces are actually just tags. So it's gonna say, hey, this is me.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Delay 3 days, send another text. Did you know that you can, so
Huh.
it's kinda neat. The new app, I created one because I didn't really want the SMS going out, because Twilio, if you don't buy a number from Twilio, it sends it out from a generic 514 area code.
Mhm.
People didn't know who that was. And they said,
Okay.
quit sending me crap.
Okay.
So,
Quick question, can you stagger your delay even more?
the start,
Most with CRMs you can you
yes,
do that? Okay.
yeah. So, if I wanted to, let's say I'll add 5 people in here, and we'll add the Kilometeris folks. We'll add Adam and Adam. Add the smart plan, and it says here, do you want to stagger over the next few days?
Yeah, you
or
can, okay.
Mm.
start all right now. But the smart plan that I created was my new app, and all it is an HTML email, delays 5 days, and then sends another email. In that place that we can't get to, there's a
Oh, that place?
that place, that dark space, yeah. There's a buyer app and a seller app promotion.
Mhm.
So I don't know if a lot of the people in my database, because I'm not the greatest nurturer, I don't know if they're buyers or sellers. So I decided, okay, I'm gonna send one out as buyers. I'll wait 5 days and then send them again, sellers. I hit them twice, both emails, and just say, hey, if you're a buyer, click on the link. 5 days later, hey, if you wanna sell, click on the link. It takes them to my app automatically. I didn't set any of that up. It's all there. You just select those templates, and it based on your profiles, puts your face in and puts your agent info in and everything. So let me go back. And I tried to set this up for Carol Ann the other day. As soon as I set it up for her, she was on to something else. What else can it do for me? I want to do this. I'm like, Carol Ann, stop. Yeah.
A workflow
Yeah.
for over 6 years. I know.
I
personally.
cannot
You
tell
do?
you
Yeah.
that, I
know.
sent
Yeah.
it to you.
Yeah, she's okay.
Sweet
I don't,
lady.
yeah,
Sweet
she
lady.
is.
I answered 2 of her questions first, and
Yeah.
then I sent her to you.
Yeah. At first, she was so excited, she was a little squirrely, right? You know, yeah, but she does a big business. I looked at her database and I helped her import it, and the columns were a little chunky, you know. It was first name was an email, last name was a star, and the third one was a first name. I need to blast all my people. I'm like, I don't know how this is gonna work. So,
Get some housework first.
yeah, there is some cleaning and
Yeah.
So, but yeah, she does big business, so you know.
Well, she called me and she was like, oh, I got the email about the app. And I said, all you have to do is wait and it'll automatically update. So then like 2 days later she called me, it updated. And she was like so
Yeah,
excited.
yeah, she gets so excited. Yeah, and she, you know, she still uses AOL as a platform,
she-
so she's been an agent for a long time.
Yeah.
Right. So
She's the only agent I know who uses AOL stuff.
yeah, I renamed that a long time ago, called it SOL, but I'm not telling Carol Ann that. Yeah, you don't tell people who like to use what they use that that's not the right thing to use, right? So let me see if I can create one here. Come on. I have to
So
get
is
the
there
name.
something called designs?
Yes.
Can we,
Get in there and look.
yeah, I mean,
Okay.
not, doesn't have to be now, but it could be before then.
HTML.
Come on.
Browse.
Come on.
That's with feeling. Come on, guys.
There
it
we
is.
go.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Okay.
there's a simple promote your app one.
there
I
it
don't
is,
necessarily like this because of the picture.
Uh-huh.
You
can
can't change it or
image,
edit it?
It allows you to preview it. When I put this in, it's kind of a canned thing. So
Yeah.
everybody wants canned, so they made a canned one. As soon as we make a canned one, they're like, "Can I change it?" So, yeah. So you're not the only one who said that. Yeah, believe me. They're like, "Well, wait, that's what we asked for, but that's not what we wanted."
An editable
We
template
wanted
is
it,
what
but we wanted
want.
the one that I wanted, not the
Yeah,
one
we
that
wanted
our
you
cake,
think
and we
everybody
wanted to eat
wants.
it too, right?
Your shade of red is different from mine.
Yeah.
So
Can we copy that and edit it, or do would we have to start from scratch if we want to use a different picture?
Well, let's take a look at the ones that they have here, because those ones I think are pretty cool, and I think you can let them go. This work with me as a seller, work with me as a buyer. So these are the ones that I put up that
Mhm.
promote your app, right? And
Oh, those are
preview it.
yours, you created?
No.
Oh.
These are in everybody's, right?
Okay.
So once you do this, it puts in all the curly brace stuff up here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then it comes down and investigating homes with more. It has all this stuff it looks
Mm-hmm.
pretty good. Let's work together. Download my app, your name, your agent team name, all of your stuff. It doesn't come up with this gibberish. It comes
Right.
up with actually market.
It populates
marketing
it.
material, right?
So when does it populate, like where in your account